Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new Super Mario Bros. Movie that is now out in theaters, time being recorded. I watched it with my friend, and I'm just telling you guys right now, this movie was amazing. Absolutely spectacular. I love this movie and everything about it. It's really just a must watch. You definitely should go and watch it. It's so faithful to the games, and there's so much I love about this movie. So this is going to be a non-spoiler review for the movie, so don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything about it. I might make a spoiler review once it goes out of theaters, so because then most people would see it. But this is just going to be a non-spoiler review, and it's basically me telling you why you should go watch the movie. So let's talk about the voice acting. So Jack Black as Bowser was amazing. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but he does have a musical number. That's all I'm saying. He has a musical number in the movie, and it's just great. It's hilarious, and he is such a good villain. Like I've gotten so used to him being like Poe the Panda, like being a main character and stuff like that. I never actually heard his villain voice, but now that I've heard his villain voice, I want him to be the villain in more movies. Cause whoa boy, that is so good. And then we got Charlie Day as Luigi. Definitely, I loved his character. It was really good, really faithful to Luigi. It was really good. Is it as good as Charles Martinet? Yeah, I actually think it's maybe a little bit better than Charles Martinet. It just gives him a little bit more of that cowardice in the movie, which they do actually mention in the movie, how he's been being a lot like a coward. But you have to watch the movie for yourself to figure that one out. But yeah, really good character. We got Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. He's just so hilarious in this movie, and I need more Keegan-Michael Key Toad immediately. When you listen to his regular voice, you don't even imagine how high his voice could actually go. You think they edited that or something, but no, they didn't. It's his actual voice is making it higher, and I think that's actually hilarious, but it worked so well. Then we got Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, and this is definitely, the only nitpick I have is that her voice is a little bit deeper than you'd think Peach would actually be, but that doesn't stop her from being actually really good. I do like her as Princess Peach, and I think she did an actual really good job in the movie to fit that tough tone that Princess Peach don't need no saving. She's an independent princess, which I don't even know why they call her a princess at this point in the movie. She's shown that she's queen status, so I don't know what they're talking about with that. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, and I don't really know what to say about this one. It's literally just Donkey Kong. I forgot to put my thoughts on Seth Rogen in my thoughts about Mario movie video, but the fact that all he did, he even admitted this in one of the interviews he did, that it's literally just his voice. You don't expect any acting from him at all. It's literally just his voice, but it just fits so perfectly in the movie, and I love it to death, and it's so good. And then finally, with the elephant in the room, Mario, aka Chris Pratt. And does he do a good job? Yes, he does. Okay, is it the best Mario voice? Not by any standards, but it is a good Mario voice, and it's something I think a lot of people should enjoy. And it's an actual bearable voice. Okay, it's not horrible as everyone thinks it was, so I will take a W on that one. But I do think that he could have done maybe a little bit better. Yeah, just a little bit better. But there was a scene in the beginning of the movie where he does do kind of the Mario accent, and it does actually fit a little bit. It does actually sound really good. So I think he did a good job in this movie, and I think that we should all give him a big ol' apology, okay? So now we get to the animation, okay? And when I say that this is the best animation that Illumination has ever done, I mean it. This animation is so beautiful. It is so lively. It just brings so much faith to the characters. Anytime you see something, it looks so good. And all the character designs are great. I love them all. They added so much detail to these characters. And it just feels like all the characters got a revamp, okay, just from their designs, and the animation is just great. I love that they added the power-ups into it. Anytime they have a power-up, it looks so good. And yeah, I just really love the animation in this movie. I don't care what anyone says. Like any other Illumination movie pales in comparison to this animation style. And also, this movie is chucked to the pack with Easter eggs. Like, there was so many things that, like, once I saw them, or my friends saw them, we were both just, like, geeking out. It was so funny seeing this stuff, and it was just so cool. I loved every single Easter egg I saw. And yes, the voice of Mario is in the movie, and he's not, like, actually that far into the movie. He's actually in, like, the beginning of the movie. And he's not even that hard to spot out. I literally found him immediately. I wish he maybe had a bigger role, but he was kind of just a cameo. So if you thought he was going to be like Mario's grandpa or something, it's not actually going to happen. But yeah, it is a really cool thing, and I like seeing it a lot. Now we get into my nitpicks with the movie, okay? And there's not that really many. It's not really changing my perspective on the movie. But yeah, these are some of my nitpicks with the movie. The first nitpick that I have with this movie is that they did not use Luigi or Toad enough in this movie. Like, literally, I think we all know, it's not really a spoiler, but like Luigi gets kidnapped, but they could have done so much more with this. I'm sorry, but they could have done so much more with this Luigi getting kidnapped aspect, but it kind of just doesn't really get played off enough as it should. And Toad is a hilarious character that they should have definitely used more in the movie. Second off, I think this movie went a little bit faster. Like, I don't know why, but this movie went extremely fast. It felt like this movie went insanely fast, and I don't know why. And this movie should not have gone as fast as it should have. I think it might have been because some scenes, like, I think a lot of scenes that they put in the trailers weren't actually in the movie. Like, there's, like, you know, the beginning scene from the first teaser trailer that we got back in, like, October of last year? Yeah, like, most of the scenes in there aren't actually in the movie, so that probably was the reason why it felt a little bit faster to me. Like, just everything happened and it just got straight to the point. But then again, I can't really blame them a lot for that, considering the fact that, well, the Sonic movie kind of did that. It wasn't really like, with this first Sonic movie, it was a buddy road trip movie, and it wasn't like a full-on action-packed adventure like a sequel, which they're probably going to do for the sequel of this movie, which, yes, of course, they are definitely getting a sequel. But, yeah, I guess I understand why they didn't do a lot of that. And my final nitpick with this movie would probably have to be the fact that when the movie ends, like, it just ends. Like, there isn't really that much after dialogue or anything like that. The movie just basically ends. I don't really know, like, it was really confusing to me, because I was like, oh, that's it? But, you know what? I think it was mostly because I wanted to see more of the movie, to be honest, but it was really cool to see, and I did enjoy the movie still, even if it was feeling a little bit weird at the ending. But in conclusion, I give this movie at least a 4.5 out of 5, maybe a 5 out of 5, but I think I will respectably give it a 4.5 out of 5. Even with the nitpicks, I do insanely love this movie, and they did so good. Nintendo really showed that they kept their eye on every single thing that happened. It did not feel like anything in this movie was like Illumination trying to be like, oh, let's just get this over with and get a few $100 million at the box office, or anything like that, because they really did not want this movie to be like the 1993 version. But yeah, this was a really good movie, and I do enjoy it a lot, and I do recommend you guys seeing it in theaters now, because it's just a fun time. And I'm definitely going to be getting the DVD. I don't even buy DVDs, but like, this movie just confirmed that I need to start buying out DVDs, because this movie is insane. I love it very much. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.